good night, and welcome to Let's Connect on 88.5 Soufriere FM. Apologies for our slightly late start. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty, but we are all right. We are here and we are ready to go. I want to thank those of you who are always here with us. Thanks for keeping it locked to Let's Connect program. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you so very much. We definitely love our audience coming all the way from all the various points in St. Lucia. We want to say thank you to those of you who are connecting to us from Castries, those of you connecting to us from St. Vincent. I want to shout out Miss Fancy Bowens in St. Vincent. We want to shout out all the various communities of Soufriere. We want to give a special shout out to Buto. Buto is experiencing a grief at the moment. They had a death last week. So we want to send condolences to entire community of Buto. I want to say good night to everybody in Jacques. If you're in Jacques, we want to hope that your evening is going well. Hope that you're having a wonderful night and you're locked here with us on Let's Connect because we have in studio one of your very own. We want to say good night to all the communities, Esperance, Mini, Mocha, Boaden. We want to say good night to Belvedere, St. Philip. If you are in Wavinclair, good night to you. We want to say good night to those of you at Towai. Good night to you if you're in Zeno. Zeno, we had a wonderful time with you over the weekend in Zeno. So we want to say a big up shout out to Zeno, the Zeno Development Committee. We want to say good night to everybody in Crestland. If you are in New Development, good night to you. Good night to everybody in Palmis, in Fort Benye. We want to shout out Diamond. We want to shout out Etangs. We want to shout out Mont Lacroix, Fort Jalib, Chateau Bel Air, Sulphur Springs, Margaret Tooth. We want to shout out Colabet. We want to shout out everybody in the town of Soufriere. So if you are on Boulevard Street, High Street, Smith Street, Church Street, if you're at Lenny's Hill, good night to you guys, and good night to Barron's Drive. I hope I got everybody. I hope everybody's having a wonderful night. Please forgive my voice. Please forgive me. The flu is attempting to attack me again. So I am hoping that I am hearing that you are getting me across. I'm coming across clear and that everybody can hear me and understand me clearly, trying my best to defeat the nasal attack of the cold and the sore throat. So it's a good thing that my guest tonight is somebody who can talk, who likes to talk, who's not afraid to talk. So he's going to be leading the show tonight. I have with me Mr. Exciting, the very well known Mr. Smith Philip from Exciting Towards St. Lucia. He's here in studio with us tonight to promote a very special cause. You know, it's a yearly tradition with us that he always comes on to our Let's Connect program to talk about his program, his Easter Fiesta. So it's no different this year. We're going to give you all the wonderful details, tell you all about it. And while we have him here, we'll hear his thoughts on various matters over the next hour or so. So in studio, Mr. Smith Philip, and we want to shout out those of you in our comment section. Good night to everybody. If you're in our Facebook live chat tonight, thank you. And is that the giveaway? Okay, we have a giveaway. I just was informed we have a giveaway tonight. So those of you locked on, I hope that you're ready to be able to answer questions or call into the program so that you can win. There's a very exciting prize coming from Mr. Exciting himself. So good night to Mr. Smith Philip. Mr. Smith Philip, say hello to your audience. They're wrapped and listening to you right now. So good night to you, Mr. Smith Philip.
Good night.
Welcome to Let's Connect once again.
Well, I must say thank you for the opportunity, as usual.
Our pleasure having you here tonight. I want us to do a little bit of a recap. How many years now have we been having the Exciting Football Fiesta?
The Exciting Fiesta actually itself. We started the football. It wasn't the Fiesta. We started back in 2018, and it was being held, to commemorate Independence Day, together with our anniversary. We celebrated every year Independence Day and our anniversary together. So on the 14th of February, that's when we started back in 2000. Our company started in 2011. That is our company itself.
The company. That's Exciting Tours.
Exciting Tours in Lucia. We started the company around that time, and as we went along, we were tours and stuff at that time. So we started with one Jimmy climb at the time, but with circumstances that were beyond our control, we had to do a 360. We did a 360 and stay in the community instead of climbing Mount Jimmy because of the circumstances. So in 2018, we started the exciting football. But exciting tours itself started in 2011, 13th of February. And so we started doing the football in 2018. Yes. That was on Independence Day. And we brought teams from Denry, like for instance, the Denry All Blacks. They have been with us. Denry All Blacks, they have won the tournament twice. Okay. The Mini Street Ballers have won it twice as well. And the Denry All Blacks, they won it, they repeated it second, a two-pit. Mm-hmm. So the Mini Street Ballers overthrew them and did the same. So the Mini Street Ballers are now the defending champion of the exciting trophy. So what happened? The first exciting football we had, it was in 2018, and it was won by a team in Fort Jacques. They called it the Classico Mix. Okay. And since they won, they never came along and did that, keep that team because the Classico Mix. So right now we have teams now coming from Vieux-Fort, St. Jude Highway Boys, Salah, yes.
Awesome.
So this year we had teams. A year before last we had teams from Barron's Drive, a team from Barron's Drive, yes. And so this year we're looking forward, since we didn't have the exciting football last year. We said this year, everybody was asking about how can someone that carry a name exciting, why don't you do anything? Why aren't you doing anything exciting in the community? So people even went out to the MP, right? We're not seeing nothing happening. So I decided to go ahead and together with Lincia Matre, Alvon, Danny, Miguel, and all the sponsors, I will say the small businesses in the community, because we of Exciting Tours and Nusha, when we do things, we don't do things just to give ourselves a name only. We keep it in the community. For instance, when we're coming from, or when we go into to do Mount Jimmy Tours climbs, when we going down, we always, it's like we're having a party in the bars by patronizing the bars in the community. If we do Mano's Place, next day we're doing Biggers, we go to Bees Bar and Grill, in the various bars in the community. So that's what we of Exciting Tours St. Lucia is all about. We're bringing things to the community.
We're all about community and unifying together.
That's right.
That's definitely the theme for what we're trying to achieve here in Soufriere. So I love that enthusiasm coming from your team and from yourself. So keeping up with the theme of exciting and unification, which is wonderful. So this year, on what date is the football tournament taking place? Or is it a multiple day?
Well, we would have loved to have it as a multiple of these, if we could have the triple days, because sometimes you start something on the weekend. We would like to start from it's Good Friday, we could have start on the Saturday and go all the way down to Monday. But what we do, we let everybody have their fair share of everything. But it's on the Easter Monday. Okay. Easter Monday, that's April 21st. So folks, I'm saying that tonight, all roads leads to Fort Saint-Jacques. Yes, that's the community. We of Fort Saint-Jacques, we are the heart. We are the heart of the country. You will pass on the East Coast. It's a must you reach to Fort Saint-Jacques. You will pass on the West Coast. It's a must that you reach in Fort Saint-Jacques. You'll cross the forest passing through Descartier, down through Quales. Either way, either trail you use, you must reach Fort Saint-Jacques. You pass through Millet, passing through the forest, you must reach that community. So that's to show you how much of the heart we are to the island. Yes.
Awesome. But so April 21st, and how many teams are playing? 3 teams?
Well, for now, we have 3 teams that are confirmed. Mm-hmm. 3 teams that are confirmed. I will say 4, because the Barron's Drive team, there's a team from Barron's Drive. Aquinas strikers.
Ah,
Yes,
okay.
they come in along with us. There's the St. Jude Highway Boys. They come in, the January All Blacks
And the mini,
and the mini
the defending champion.
yeah, the defending champion. So I'm saying that tonight, folks, if you have what it takes, right, to overthrow the mini street ballers, you can do that. What man can do, man will always do. It's just about just registering. Just register, which is just $10 per player. We have never changed the price. It's $10 per player. Everything will go up, but that price will always stay the same. $10 per player. Come with your team, register 10 players, and you'll get the chance to win if only you register and play.
Is there a registration up to the day, or must they register by a deadline?
Well, what I've noticed about us, the people, what I've noticed about them, we will say there's a deadline, but people always wait on the day. Yeah, when they see.
That's very true about
Yeah.
people. That's very true.
They always
about
wait on the
people.
day.
So you can register on the day.
On the day.
So ideally, how many teams would you like to register? If we had a dream amount for the day, would we want to have 6 teams, 8 teams, 10 teams, or would you want to stick to the 4 teams?
Well, actually, we can have 6 teams, we can have 7, we can have 8 teams. It's like on a round robin basis, like Soccerama. Each team will play different teams twice, and from there, the 2 teams with the most points will play the finals.
Awesome. All right, so let's talk about prizes. Ideally, we have 4 teams. So is there going to be prizes for all participants, or is there just one grand prize for the winner?
Well, with us, nobody are losers. Everybody are winners, because it's all about exposure. Because we have another young team that we of Exciting Thoughts and Osha is just, we register in them, because the young boy, you cannot have them, they are not getting the exposure in order to get better. So we call them the exciting strikers. Some young guys in the community, they're always on the field playing. So I always watch them. So I always say it's better you give them the exposure rather they don't get it at all. So the prices we have the first place trophy, there is a second place trophy, and the third place trophy. So all these trophies, they comes with a monetary price.
Okay.
But the reason why I don't want to disclose the amount for the first place, the second place, and the third place is that I just want to see and wait for the amount of sponsorship that we get, and they will take it from there. But I already have the amount that is registered for the first place, the second place, and the third place. We have the MVP, we have most goals, and also we have the best goalkeeper.
Okay.
Yes, and on that day we will also honor 2 of our main sports activists in the community. In the person of Leo Gaston and Martinez Philip. These men, they have done a lot in terms of sports in the community. So this year, we of Exciting Thoughts and Osha, we came along together with Dennis Kazaba of Sankofa Woodwork. We said that, we would like to honor 2 of our men that have done a lot in sports. Because, in terms of sports, heading down to Soufriere when we were playing football, these men would always go down to Soufriere, attend meetings, referee meetings, everything, just name it. And sometimes, you'll see people in position doing such, and we'll think that we are thinking that these people are getting paid sometimes to do all that. And if there's something that they can benefit from it, and they get it, we will say this, we will say that. But right now I'm in the position of hosting these footballs and stuff, folks. It has a lot of stress to it. It have a lot of stress. Sometimes you will think, or we will think that a profit is coming out of it. Because of community, the love for community. That is the reason why we're doing it. So that's the reason why we sponsor we honoring these men of Martinez, Philip, and Leo
Leo
Gaston.
Gaston. And coming from somebody like me who is not too acquainted with the sporting world in Soufriere because I've never really been out there in sports, I know those names. Those are names I hear often. Those are names I know associated with sports, even if I might not know them personally. But that's persons we've heard of, persons we know that go all out, and it's wonderful. I commend you for reaching out and seeing that it's a time where they should be honored, they should be given their flowers, how as we say. So I definitely think that's a wonderful initiative. I'm very grateful for that. Just permit me 1 second. I just realized I wanted to ask our listeners to keep in prayer some of our constituents who were recently in hospital. So I want to give a shout out to three persons that I would love for persons to keep in their prayers. Mr. John Belize was recently hospitalized. Also, Miss Agatha Nicholas and Miss Felixian Puppy. I would appreciate if our prayer warriors, if our churchgoers, our persons who know how to communicate with God, keep them in your prayers. So we wish them a speedy recovery from their recent injuries and recent hospital stays, as well as the community of Buto, as I mentioned earlier, who is suffering a tragic loss as of last week. We were not on air last week, so I was not able to give them that shout out. So I want to make sure I did that tonight, as well as also a birthday shout out for Major Cyril Saltibus, who is the um administrator, one of the new administrators at the Soufriere Regional Development Foundation. He celebrated his birthday today. So I wanted to make sure I gave him a shout out. He's one of our avid guests. He loves to be on our program. He's always watching as well. His daughter is always watching as well. So I wanted to make sure I did that. I apologize. I'm going to blame it on the flu. It's affecting my brain cells functioning. So I just wanted to make sure I did that. Apologies for just realizing that, but I do appreciate everybody for their time and consideration tonight. So in terms of exciting football, I want to once again thanks Mr. Philip for being here tonight, first of all, but also I love the consideration he's giving to celebrating our sportsmen from Fosse who are and who has been doing that wonderful work. Because for somebody like me who does not know anything about sports, if I can tell you, I've heard those names. I know Mr. Leo Gaston, also known as Savior, right?
Yes.
I know that name. That's a name I've heard. I've heard Martinez Philip. I might not know who he is by face, but I've heard that name. So I know these people associated with sports in the community. So I feel so grateful that to hear that they're going to get appreciation from the community on April 21st at the exciting football fiesta. So we really appreciate that. We love when people are shown the appreciation, given their flowers while they're still here with us to appreciate it. So wonderful, wonderful things. I want to give Smith Philip an exciting toss and Lucia a big shout out for that alone. Now, in terms of exciting football, we understand you went from celebrating at Independence to celebrating at Easter. Other than the Mount Jimmy climb situation, is there another reason why we shifted the date? Is it that it's the planning that takes so long that it's better to shift it to a later time, or is there another reason why you moved the date?
The date was an ideal time to celebrate, but due to the fact there were lots of activities during Independence Day, you wouldn't get the people to support and patronize in such activity in the small community, because a lot of people, whenever they have bikes, everybody will flood to the town. Because there was a year it was year before or last year, I myself, we didn't have the exciting football, and I went to Soufriere to view the bikers for my first time. That was year before last. So since we're doing it in April now, you get more people coming out. People would come out, but they will pass the football and go down to Soufriere, which I am not against that, because people support whatever they love to support. Because I, as a young man that into business, I always say to people, In business, there are different words. There is discount, there is negotiating, right? You will get all these words in business, and it's up to the people to negotiate, because you will never go to to a business, and if they sell the price, right? If they sell the stuff, the product, if they sell the product for for $40, right? If you come and you think you can just pay for the product, good for you. But in everything they do or we do, there is always negotiating. The words are there. So why be against the word when somebody come with it? People will tell you that person is cheap, that person don't want to pay for it. But I, Smith Jean-Philippe of Exciting Thoughts and Notion, I see no problem with people that want to negotiate. If you want to negotiate, fair. Come along with Mr. Exciting and we'll go negotiate. There's discount. Because there do have places when you go, people will give discount. There's a time of year where they give discount because business is slow. So we don't have no problem with that. But in business again, we come, we have sponsors. Everything that we do, in everything that we do, we cannot think sometimes we don't need people. Everybody needs somebody. Right. We all need somebody. Before I used to say to myself, or sometimes, but now I getting older and I seen the difference. Right? I seen and learning every day. So we have sponsors. When I go out, I go out in the communities at different places and seeking sponsors. I am someone, when I go out, I will speak to the people. I will tell them how I see it. I'm seeking sponsors. So if the person want to sponsor, it's their discretion. If they don't want to, I don't have no problem. I just maintain my cool. If I have a pen, I just put down my pen and in my pocket and I walk away. But I really appreciate to all the sponsors. I really appreciate for those. I have a list there tonight there, and
please read out.
Sometimes I say to myself, because tonight there, I mix them with the brand name, exciting sponsors on board, right? We have True Value Building Supplies, Honorable Emma Hippolyte. We have Glenda's Touches and Styles, Soufriere Regional Development Foundation. We have Amazon Villa, that's in Fonsejac. Make it your home away from home. Sankofu Woodwork and Bell Portraits. Biggest Place has always been with us. Whenever we set the, and I can say he was the one, Biggest Place was the one who initiated that to me, and I was in favor of it, and I went away with it. We have Steve's Bar. We have Our Toy, Boat Tours and Restaurant. Soon Come Place. We have Seaview Disco. Dee's Place. Priscilla Shop, that's in Fonsejac. Bees Bar and Grill. Dee's Photo Hut, that's in the Viewfort Plaza. We have Soufriere Fitness Center. Boomshell Songs. Babu's Place. Christabel's Hideaway. Folks, and I want to say something about Christabel's Hideaway. Folks, Christabel's Hideaway was on the main road in Fonsejac. And due to the passage of Hurricane Thomas, she got vanished by the main road and decided to open her place by her home in Belvedere, folks. And folks, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. She has been the same Christabel. People will come from all the way to go out and patronize. Silvo's Garage, Cheaper's The Dream. We have the Sidetrack Delicacies right there by the playing field in Fonsejac. We have La Belvedere Restaurant and Bar. We have OJ's Sidewalk Cafe. We have La Caimoy Guest House, Airbnb. We have Genesis Bar right there in Soufriere. Terry's Plastics. We have Blessings Grill. We have Mano's Place in Fonsejac. We have Fondo Resorts, Paula's Place, Stunner. We have Bright Light Consulting, Timam's Place in Barons Drive. Big up to my peeps there in Barons Drive. We have the Fonsejac Development Credit Union. We have Unique Jewels, Dr. Lendo, and not forgetting our peeps, the Fonsejac Development Committee. So, folks, these are all the sponsors we have on board with us. So never say that you don't need somebody, because the person that you say you don't need today might be the one that will be handing a hand to you tomorrow.
Very true, very true. Also, there's a benefit to sponsors as well because there's a twofold. When you sponsor an event like this, which is promoting community and unification, you're also getting the added benefit of marketing for your business as well when your name is there as a sponsor. So there's it's both hands clapping. It's two hands to clap. So the sponsors, they get to contribute towards that community event, community togetherness. They get to have that sense of pride that they're doing something worthwhile while also helping their own business in the meantime. So it's something that's worthwhile for you to do, to consider sponsoring, especially if you're a business owner. So if you're a business owner who are listening right now and you want to reach out to take part in this initiative and be a sponsor, Mr. Jean-Philippe, please tell them how they can reach you.
Well, you can reach Exciting Tours St. Lucia. The number to call is 1758-717-3172. Yes. For our tours, you can visit our website at www.climbjimmy.wordpress.com. Yes.
Climb Jimmy as in Gimie, right? Jimmy?
That's right. It's one word.
Okay. All right. So you heard it here. You can reach out to Mr. Smith Jean-Philippe of Exciting Tours St. Lucia, either via their website for your tours or via his phone number. Can you give us the phone number again?
The number is 1758-717-3172.
Awesome. So you can reach out to him if you're a business owner and you want to get involved with the exciting football Easter Fiesta and become a sponsor for this very worthy cause, community building cause. We definitely encourage that, and we hope that you will take that opportunity. And while I have the chance, I want to say thank you to those of you who are on our live. I want to shout out Philomena Lamontagne, good night to you. Gaffer Nicholas, good night, good night. She said good evening to me and to Mr. Smith. So she said good evening to you, Mr. Smith.
Thank
we
you
have
very
Miss
much.
Emmanuel coming from Brooklyn, watching from all the way from Brooklyn. Good night to you, Cleanus. He said good night to you as well, Mr. Smith. Cleanus Alexander.
Thank you.
And Classy Willows Prospect, good night to you as well. Good night, good night. And I want to say a special good night to Mr. Rufus Andre. I finally got to meet Mr. Rufus Andre in Surrey last Sunday. So I was definitely happy about that. That was definitely an exciting moment. He introduced himself. He met me on the street. So good night to you, Mr. Rufus Andre. It was a pleasure meeting you. Finally can put a face to the contact who is always on our live, always here with us on Let's Connect. We're part of the Let's Connect family. We appreciate you. We love you. So good night to everybody. Now, we have a giveaway tonight. Mr. Jean-Philippe has brought in a wonderful gift to give away. Now, I want to know how we're going to do this giveaway. Are we going to ask a question? Are we going to ask for call-in? How are we going to do this?
Well, to tell you the truth, how I will do it is that I just, I have my life is on right there on my page, and on the Soufriere FM page, it's there as well.
Right.
But I don't want to give something away, and everybody don't have don't get to think. I would love to have it on a call,
Okay.
but it would be unfair if I don't put everybody in.
So should it be the person has to answer a question via the live chat or through your live, or how do we do this?
Well, what I will do, since the call, we'll just have a call in instead.
Okay, let's see, because traditionally, I don't know if you've realized that, so for people don't like to call.
They don't. That's the reason why I was trying
That's the thing. Now the numbers are on the screen, so let's see. I hope I remember how to take a call. Because it's been a while since I've had to take a call. So, but I will also give my cell number for the Soufriere constituency line as well. So if you have that number, 731-3234, and you want to call via WhatsApp, you can. I will just put you through with my mic. Or if you want to call the 88.5 line, that is 730-5388. But let's give them the details of what it is they're going to do first. But get yourselves ready to call if you're trying to win. So we're giving away a bottle of white. It's white wine?
A white wine.
Okay, so it's a bottle of white wine. It's I'm going to butcher this language. The Marquis de la Colina. All right, or Marc de la Colina. I don't know. That's what it is. It's 1914, although it says the year was 2023. So it's white wine, 14% alcohol. We're giving away this bottle tonight, which you can collect either from Mr. Smith, Philip, or myself at the Soufriere constituency office tomorrow or any other day. But the question we're going to ask for you to answer: what year was Exciting Tours St. Lucia started? This was said at the beginning of the program. So what year was Exciting Tours St. Lucia started? Exciting Tours St. Lucia, not Exciting Fiesta, not Exciting Football, not Easter Fiesta, none of that. Exciting Tours St. Lucia, what year was that started? So that is the question for tonight. The numbers to call: 731-3234 or 730-5388. The landline is 459-7885 or 459-7888. So like I said, I do hope I remember how to take the calls. I don't know if we should give them the option to say it in the live if they cannot call.
Well, they can do it in the live as well.
So if you cannot call, I mean, circumstances being what they are, and you feel more comfortable answering in the live chat, you do have, but it's going to be the first person. So remember, we're also live on Smith's page and also live on 88.5 Soufriere FM. So whichever answer comes through first wins. So the question, once again, in order for you to win a bottle of white wine, is what year? The year. So you just have to answer a year. It's just 4 digits that you're giving an answer to. What year? All right. So Hope Philip is bigging up Mr. Smith Philip. Hope, thanks for the big up to Mr. Philip. Anybody has the response to the year that we started? It was said in the beginning of the program. And hopefully you will get to answer that before we end the program tonight, so that you get yourself a chance to win a bottle of white wine. I'm thinking maybe I should come up with an alternate question. Let's see.
What year?
Hope says 2021. Unfortunately, Hope, that's incorrect. Sorry about that. Hope said they just logged on. I can understand that, Hope. That's all right. I'm thinking maybe we should have a backup question.
This what year?
Maybe we should ask them to name 3 sponsors. Okay, if you don't know what the year is, can you name 3 sponsors? That's your alternate question. So if you cannot name the year that Exciting Tours St. Lucia was launched in St. Lucia, that was started in St. Lucia by Smith and his company, if you cannot give us that year, please give us 3 of the sponsors of the Exciting Football Easter Fiesta. So if you can name 3 sponsors, that would be great. First person to name 3 sponsors, or first person to give us the year that Exciting Tours began. So I'll give you all a chance. I guess some people are probably ending the live and going and trying to watch it from the beginning, trying to get some of that information. Okay, Gina Harrell says Timon. Is that Timon? Amazon Villa and Biggest Place.
Timam.
Oh, Timam. Is that what you were saying there, Timam?
Yes.
Okay, so Timam, Amazon Villa, and Biggest Place. And then Sheldon Lionel says 2019 and 2020. Sheldon, you're incorrect, but congratulations to Gina Herald. You are correct. Timam's Place in Barons Drive. Shout out to Timam. Amazon Villa in Fosse Jacques and Biggest Place are 3 of the sponsors for Exciting Football Easter Fiesta. So congratulations, Miss Gina Herald. Good for you. Wonderful. Woo! She has won herself a bottle of white wine. Awesome. All right. I love that. We had a giveaway. Sheldon is still trying. He said 2019, 2020, and 2023. Sheldon, you're incorrect. Exciting Tours St. Lucia began in 2011. So that was the answer. 2011. So unfortunately,
2011.
yeah. So unfortunately, you did not win that prize. But
Yeah.
congratulations to Miss Gina Harrell. You can collect your prize. Will you be in town tomorrow, Mr.
Well,
Phillips, or?
I rather leave it with you. Yeah,
Okay,
instead.
Miss Harrell, you can collect your prize with me at the Soufriere constituency office
Because
tomorrow.
sometimes
No problem.
I may not be in Soufriere
That's
tomorrow.
awesome. So congratulations, Miss Gina Harrell. All right, we want to say goodnight to Mr. Delta Bowens. She's all the way from, she said she's late tonight from Bigger to Fancy St. Vincent. All right.
2011.
We did give you a shout out earlier on in the program. I know you're always locked on. So we appreciate you letting us know you're here. Welcome, 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 although you're a bit tardy. But that's great. That's wonderful. You didn't miss too much. You missed the giveaway, but you wouldn't have been able to collect from St. Vincent. So that's all right. So thanks for joining us, Miss Fancy. All right. So we want to shout out once again all the sponsors for the Exciting Tours Football, and I want to shout out any business that's considering joining up on being a sponsor. Remember, you can reach out to Mr. Jean-Philippe and get in touch in terms of how to become a sponsor for the Exciting Football Fiesta happening on the 21st of April. Did we say the start time? What time is the football starting? So I guess we have to start early. We have
Well,
many rounds.
the start time is 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
But the thing about the 9 a.m., I'm someone that adopt things like that, being there early. So you see, being there early, and most times it don't start the 9 a.m. But the good thing about it is that I prepare.
Say 8 a.m. and then you'll definitely start at 9.
I always prepare. I always prepare, and then so there we'll have our bar by the main road, and
lots to eat
whilst
and drink.
people will walking up to visit different nature trails along, they'll stop and patronize the bar. So being there for 9 o'clock, that's a good time.
Okay, and it's happening at the Fosse Jacques playing
The Fosse Jacques playing field
from 9 a.m.
onwards.
on April 21st. That's Easter Monday. So come out and have a wonderful time. Bring the kids, bring your friends, come and have a wonderful time at the Exciting Football Easter Fiesta. So we appreciate Mr. Jean-Philippe for being here with us in the program. I appreciate him for doing most of the talking, because trust me, I am holding it together by a slight thread because my nose is threatening me right now. But I appreciate Mr. Jean-Philippe so very much for being here on the program. He was a good sport because we were supposed to be on last week and we had to postpone. And he made sure he was here with us tonight. And I appreciate him so much for that. He doesn't even know how much I appreciate him being here tonight. So he made me come out. So if he was not coming, I was not going to come. So appreciate him for that, making me be here tonight. So we want to shout out everybody in the chat. Thank you once again, Miss Gina Harrell. Congratulations on winning your bottle of white wine. And we also want to thank all those of you who are on our live and who are here with us every single Tuesday. Now, next week Tuesday, please pray. From today, start praying that the flu leaves me by next week Tuesday so that we can be back on. I want to encourage everybody to attend the Catholic Lenten Retreat this week, happening at 6 p.m. up until Friday night. So if you get an opportunity to go down to the Catholic Church, please come and enjoy Lenten Retreat with us. And we encourage you to have a wonderful week. Encourage you to be back with us here next week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. And we're going to have more wonderful Let's Connect shows, more wonderful guests for you. And we want to encourage persons, please become sponsors. It's a great way to market your business as well as help community events get underway. It's a wonderful way to have, take care of two things at the same time. So once again, thank you. Good night to everybody. We're ending a little earlier than usual. Mr. Jean-Philippe, any last words, any last shout outs you'd like to give?
Well, the last words that I have for tonight is Unique Jewels. We appreciating it and waiting. She's interested in being a sponsor as well. So I appreciate that. But I must say once again before I leave, I must say it is with great pleasure to be there tonight. Yes, I am there tonight, and the opportunity, I said to myself after it was postponed, I said I wouldn't waste such opportunity because I know whenever I come here, different sources will hear.
That's right.
Right there and then. So, folks, I must say thank you. Thank you for listening to Let's Connect. Yes, tonight it was Let's Connect and exciting.
Yes.
So hence the reason why I just
a
had to.
merger made in heaven. Let's
Yeah,
connect an exciting
an exciting.
tours.
So
Wonderful time.
So folks, don't forget to join the excitement, to join the excitement, because that's where you get all the excitement on the Forza playing field when we have that exciting football. So folks, remember, don't forget, Exciting Tour St. Lucia is the company that makes every tour exciting. Psh.
And with that, good night to everybody. Thank you so very much, Miss Emmanuel. I do my best. And good night to everybody. Thanks so much for being locked on to Let's Connect on 88.5 Soufriere FM. I was your host, Reneata Dusauzay, here with Mr. Exciting Smith Philip. And tune in next week, Tuesday, for more of our wonderful program.
Thank you.